Dear learner, welcome to this session on line balancing from the topic Process Engineering of Industrial Engineering and Quality Control. This is Rushal Patkar, lecturer in Mechanical Engineering from Government Polytechnic, Ratnagiri. So learning objective. At the end of this session, learner will be able to apply heuristic approach of line balancing for given simple manufacturing task. For this topic are precedence diagram, types of production system, cycle time, and minimum number of workstations. Our session with the basic concept is what is production line. As we know, in production system, various inputs are given which are transformed into outputs, that is finished part or semi-finished part. Here, for sake of simplicity, we are going to consider a process where four operators are working. As you can see, their processing times 5 minutes, 25 minutes, 15 minutes, and 10 minutes respectively. As the operator 1 required 5 minutes to process the activities, so therefore here might be the possibility of he may produce the or he may overproduce the things, which causes six kind of wastages, that is overprocessing, waiting, inventory, defects, transportation, and motion. So due to which the operator 2 may feel overburdened, as the processing time for operator 2 is 25 minutes, which is much higher than the operator 1. Similarly, operator 3 must wait till the operator 2 finishes its work. Similarly, operator 4 has to wait till the operator 3 finishes its task. The line was not balanced. So the question arises here, how to balance then the given line. So for that, now if you observe carefully, the operators were not allotted evenly. So we could redistribute the work. How? Let us see. So we can redistribute the work or the part of operator 2, that is, now here in modified version, operator 2 previously were allotted 5 minutes task. Now here instead of the part of operator 2 activity is assigned to operator 1. So therefore now one can say the line gets balanced. The previous discussion you got some ideas about our main topic, that is what is line balancing. So what actually we did, so basically in line balancing everyone is doing the same amount of work to fulfill the customer requirement. No one is overburdened, no one is waiting, everyone working together in a balanced fashion. So therefore one can define line balancing as the process of assigning tasks to workstations in such a way that the workstations have approximately equal time requirements. The objectives are to equalize the workload among the operators, to identify the bottleneck in operation, determine the number of workstations, determine the labor cost of production and pack out, establish the percentage workload of each operator to reduce production cost. Now, here is a question for you. Suppose there are three machines arranged in sequence with their load capacity as shown in the figure. How will you balance production line? Take a pause think and try to find out the solution. Note down your answer on paper, then resume the video. Welcome again. I hope you have your answer with you. Okay, let us see how to deal with the problem. Now we know workstation 1 which produces 30 pieces per hour, whereas at workstation 2 the capacity were 15 pieces per hour. Now to balance this line, if we add here two machines at workstation 2 with a capacity of 15 pieces per hour, so ultimately we'll get here 30 pieces at the end of the hour. So here two machines are added. Similarly, at workstation 3, three machines with 10 pieces per hour capacity we can introduce. In this way, we can balance this line. So, heuristic approach of line balancing, where aim at finding easy and simple solutions to complex problems in line balancing. Use logic, common sense, and past experience where the precedence diagram is used. Now, various steps in heuristic approach. First step is the draw precedence diagram, determine cycle time, calculate the theoretical minimum number of workstations, draw modified precedence diagram, and determine the line efficiency. To understand this, let us take a problem. A production line consists of 10 machines. 90 workpieces are produced in 1 hour at the output. Prepare proper model of line balance for the same. For the production line, data below on the task precedence relationships exist. Assume the task cannot be split. As you can see in the table, 10 machines are given with their immediate predecessors as well as their times in seconds. So now let us begin to draw the predecessor diagram. As we see A and B machines, now onward I am going to use machines as an elements or activities. So A and B activity which do not have any immediate predecessors, that means we can start with A and B parallelly. So you can see here we have introduced A and B activity with their times. Now to start activity C as well as D and E, we can see there in the table their immediate predecessors are A for C activity, and for D and E, B is the immediate predecessor. So to start, the meaning of this, to start activity D and E, B activity must be completed. Similarly, to start activity C, A must be finished. So here we have introduced the three activities according to their immediate predecessors as well as their times parameter. Now, in similar way, we can introduce F activity where C is the immediate predecessor, and G and I activity where for G, D is the immediate predecessor, and for I, G is the immediate predecessor. Now, one should keep in mind that while introducing H, you can see their immediate predecessors are E and F. So the meaning is to start activity H, E and F activities must be finished. So therefore, by introducing the arrows from F as well as E, we can introduce H. In similar way, here you can see the J activity has been introduced after the completion of H and I. The predecessor diagram. Now, let us try to find out various parameters. So first one is the total work content, that is the total task time. How to find out? Sum of the task times for all the production tasks for the product. In our case, it is nothing but as there are 10 activities or machining operations are involved. So take the sum of all the times required to each activity. So which is nothing but 130. Now the next parameter is the cycle time. Cycle time can be determined by available time by parts produced. Now here in our case, the number of parts produced are 90 and the available time is mentioned in the problem is 1 hour, which is converted into second. So 60 by 60 by 90. So therefore cycle time in our case it is 40 seconds. Next parameter is the minimum number of workstations, which can be determined by using formula total task time or work content divided by cycle time. So total task time is nothing but, as we determined earlier, the total task time is 130 seconds divided by cycle time 40. So the minimum number of workstations we get here 3.25. It should be greater than or equal to, therefore it's converted to or we have round of the figure. So minimum number of workstations here 4. Line efficiency can be determined by using this formula. Total work content, it is task time, divided by the multiplication of minimum number of workstation into cycle time. Here minimum number of workstations 4 and cycle time as we know 40. So therefore line efficiency of the given case is 81.25%. Now based on these parameters or precedence diagram, let us draw precedence diagram, that is balance line diagram. As you can see, we are going to use the already drawn precedence diagram. Here to introduce workstation 1, we have to take care about one condition. And what is the condition? While introducing workstation, we have to consider or restrict the number of workstations such that the sum of the time required at workstation 1, it should not exceed the overall cycle time, and in our case cycle time is 40 seconds. So while grouping the number of workstations, that is machines, we have to take care about this. So now according to the immediate precedence, as we cannot split any activity at any machine, so therefore by observing the precedence diagram we can group A, C, B and E, which having total processing time 40, which do not exceed our cycle time. So therefore workstation 1 having 4 machines. Similarly at workstation 2 we can group F and D without disturbing precedency. So we get here workstation 2. In similar fashion we can group H and G. So basically the overall machining processing time here is 30. So if you observe carefully here, one can group G and I as well. So there are two possibilities, because we are not we are taking care about the condition, as by keeping the precedence relationship. So one can have G and H combination or G and H. So therefore here we get the 4 workstations like. So I and G is the last workstation. Now the same results has been plotted in tabular form. So now here you can see the total idle time for workstation 3 and 4 is 20 seconds. I hope now the time to do practice. So here a few problems are given. So by considering cycle time as 26 minutes, carry out the line balancing and try to find out the improved solution by using heuristic method. I hope you enjoy this session. So with thank you.